Guys, myself Mahesh B. Koot, and today we are going to discuss the second part of haloalkanes and haloarenes, nothing but preparation of haloalkanes. So, preparation of haloalkanes mainly involves three steps, three categories. First one is from alcohols. So, from alcohols, again we have several ways are there. First one is using acid halides. So from alcohols, in that using acid halides. So that means first we have to take an alcohol. S. What is the general formula of alcohol? ROH. And using acid halide. Acid halide means HX. Acid halide means HX. HX means hydrogen halide or acid halide, whatever you can call. So you use that one, HX. Okay. So from alcohols using acid halides, that means alcohol and acid halide give rise to haloalkanes. So haloalkanes general formula is SRX we want, right? Look at here carefully. So H2 is eliminated. What we have to eliminate? Minus H2O. So what is remaining? Look at here. Sorry, H2O. So H2O is went out. So R is bonded to X. So that is what RX plus H2O we are getting. So what is this RX? RX is nothing but haloalkane. What is this ROH? This is alcohol. What is HX? HX is hydrogen halide or haloacid. Okay, what we are getting here? Haloalkanes. We are getting haloalkanes. So this is from alcohol in that first method using acid halide. I hope you understood. So in place of R, you can take any. In place of R, you can take any alkyl group or aryl group. Look at here. Any alkyl group means we will take CH3. In place of R, write CH3 OH plus. In place of H, I will take Cl. That is better. So what you are getting again? H2O. You can take an example here. In place of R, we are taking CH3, and in place of X, we are taking Cl. That's it. So what we are getting? CH3, Cl, and H2O. Look at here. One carbon, meth. OH is there, all. So what is name? Methanol. We are taken methanol and added HCl. HCl means hydrochloric acid. What we are getting here? So haloalkanes. Chloroalkane means it is a methane. So name of this one is chloromethane. Yes. So in place of R, you can take CH3, C2H5, C3H7, whatever, depending upon what we want the product. Depending upon that, we have to add the reactant. That's it. This is from using acid halides in alcohols. In alcohol, second method is using phosphorus halides. So again here what we want here, alcohol is same. Alcohol is there. So in alcohol what we are adding? Phosphorus halides. So you can take a phosphorus trichloride or phosphorus pentachloride. That's it. Look at here. If you use phosphorus trichloride, you are getting, look at here, RCl and H3PO4. H3PO3. That is phosphorus acid. H3PO3. So what we want, look at here. This is phosphorus acid. This is alkyl halide. RCl means it is haloalkanes or alkyl halide. Haloalkane. This is phosphorus acid. Okay, this is alcohol, right? Alcohol. So how to look at here? H3 is there, so we have to add 3 molecules here. If you add 3 molecules of RCLs are created. RCl. 3 molecules of ROH will yield 3 molecules of RCl. RCl means haloalkanes. So using phosphorus trichloride, if you add to the alcohol, we are getting 3 molecules of alkyl halide or haloalkanes and H3PO3. Nothing but phosphorus acid we are getting. Similarly, this is when we use PCl3. Again, when we use same alcohol, when you use PCl5, this is also phosphorus halide, right? Phosphorus pentachloride. This one is phosphorus trichloride. So look at same thing. Here also we are getting RCl only. Here also we are getting RCl, but extra term is phosphorus oxychloride we are getting here. POCl3, phosphorus oxychloride. 3 plus 1. That means what we are left here? We are left with, so this RCl, one Cl is eliminated now. Remaining 3 Cls are added to 1 oxygen and remaining 1 HCl. POCl2 and HCl is eliminated. This one is phosphorus oxychloride. This is HCl is eliminated. So remaining with this one is a haloalkane. So using phosphorus trichloride or phosphorus pentachloride, we can prepare haloalkanes when treated with alcohols. So alcohols when treated with phosphorus trichloride, we are getting haloalkanes and phosphorus acid as a byproduct. But when alcohols are treated with phosphorus pentachloride, we are getting haloalkanes and phosphorus oxychloride as a byproduct and HCl. So this is regarding from alcohols. First method is using acid halides. Second method is using phosphorus halide. Third method is using alcohol only, but third method is using thionyl chloride. Thionyl chloride. So in place of R, you can take any example. In place of R, you can add CH3, C2H5, whatever you are adding the reactant, you are getting the corresponding products. That's it. So this I have written only general reaction. In place of R, you can write CH3, C2H5. Any alkane you take, remove one H and add here. That's it. So using thionyl chloride means SOCl2. SOCl2 is a thionyl chloride. Thia is a nickname for sulfur. So thionyl chloride, SOCl2. So what we have to add here? Alcohol we have to add. And we have to add SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine. In presence of pyridine, what we will get is, look at here, RCl plus SO2 plus HCl. Look at here. One H is there. That H and one HCl will eliminate it. And one Cl will add it to the RCl. Yes. One H is added to RCl. And remaining SO and this O. SO2 is gas is eliminated. So this is again our haloalkanes. So using thionyl chloride and alcohol in presence of pyridine, haloalkanes is obtained. So this method is called Darzan's method. Which method? Darzan's method. I will write here only Darzan's. This is called Darzan's method for the preparation of haloalkanes. I hope you understood. This is first category. From alcohols, again 3 methods are there. From alcohols, using acid halide HX, we are getting haloalkanes as a product and H2 as a byproduct. Again same, from alcohols, using phosphorus halide. In phosphorus halide, we have phosphorus trichloride and phosphorus pentachloride. If you use alcohol with phosphorus trichloride, we will get haloalkanes, no doubt. Here also haloalkanes. But thing is that here byproduct is phosphorus acid, but here byproduct is phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. Third method is using thionyl chloride. Thia means nickname for sulfur. Therefore, thionyl chloride formula is SOCl2. Same, you take an alcohol, added SOCl2 in presence of pyridine, we are getting RCl. SO2 is a gas eliminated, HCl is eliminated. So this RCl is called haloalkane, right? So this method using thionyl chloride, whatever is there, no. This method is called Darzan's method. Which method? Darzan's method. I hope you understood. Now, second category. Second one, from hydrocarbons. From hydrocarbons. From hydrocarbons means alkanes or alkene. In that first one, from alkanes. From alkanes. So you take alkanes means carbon-carbon single bond. That's it. So alkanes general formula CnH2n plus 2. So from alkane means we have to take any alkane and you add a chlorine or bromine, whatever, halogen to that in presence of sunlight. Free radical mechanism occur. Which mechanism? Free radical mechanism occur and mixture of monohaloalkane and polyhaloalkanes are obtained. Look at here. For example, I will take this one CH3, CH2 CH2 and Cl. What is the name of this one? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon, 1 chlorine. 1 chloropropane. Yes. So you not take chloropropane, just take alkane. Okay. CH3, CH2, CH3. So this is propane. What is the name of this one? Propane. Why it is a propane? All are carbon-carbon single bond and 3 carbon. Prop, single bond, ANE. Propane. When you add chlorine in the presence of sunlight, HNO means sunlight we have to add. So free radical mechanism occur. Free radical mechanism occur and mixture of, look at here, chlorine will be added here or chlorine may be added here. So that mixture we are getting. This one is a first mixture. Second one is this one. CH3, CH, CH3 and here Cl. So the chlorine may be added here. Chlorine may be added here. This one is, name of this one is 1 chloropropane. 1 chloropropane. Name of this one is, look at here, 1, 2, 3. 2 chloropropane. So this one is 2 chloropropane. I hope you understood. So this one is from alkanes. Look at here. Alkanes means carbon-carbon single bond. So add a chlorine, bromine, whatever, halogen. So in presence of sunlight, free radical mechanism occur and mixture of products. Monohaloalkanes and polyhaloalkanes are obtained by this method. This is from alkanes. Now second is from hydrocarbons. In that second one is from alkenes. From hydrocarbons using alkenes. Okay, using alkenes. Again in using alkenes, again two methods. One is addition of, okay, addition of hydrogen halide or halosine. Hydrogen halide. Hydrogen halide means HX. Look at here. So what we have taken here, we are preparing haloalkanes. Second method from hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbon we are using alkene. In alkene we are using alkene along with hydrogen halide. Okay, carefully see here. Any alkene you take, this is CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So alkene means, first you should know what is alkene. Alkene is hydrocarbon having carbon-carbon double bond. Look at here, carbon-carbon double bond is there. So what is the name of this alkene? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon means proper. So double bond means ENE. What is the name of this one? Propene. Yes, propene added to what we are adding here? Hydrogen halide. Nothing but, I will take HCl in general. So hydrogen halide we are taking. So this one will yield two products. Look at here. This Cl may go here and H may go here. Or else this Cl may come to this carbon and H may come to this carbon. Look at here. CH3 single bond, CH single bond, CH2 Cl, here's H2. One thing. Another thing, CH3 CH single bond Cl, CH3. Look at here. So chlorine may be attached to this carbon. No doubt this bond will break, double bond will break. Taken this one, if you add H here, it will take this electron if you add Cl here. That means Cl may be attached to this carbon or else Cl may be go to this carbon. Are you getting, guys? So depending upon that we are getting two products. So this addition, which one is major, which one is minor, we have to predict using Markovnikov's rule. Which rule? Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule. Okay. So what Markovnikov's rule tells is, so when we are adding any hydrogen halide to the unsymmetrical alkene, look at here, this one is an unsymmetrical alkene, we have to add the negative part of the halo acid. That means negative part means Cl here. So negative part of the halo acid to the carbon containing lesser number of hydrogen atom. Look at here. So this is negative part, here is Cl minus and H plus. So negative part is Cl minus. This much must go to the carbon containing lesser number of hydrogen atoms. Look at here. This is carbon-carbon double bond. This carbon having 2 hydrogen atoms. This carbon having 1 hydrogen atom. So according to Markovnikov's rule, negative part of the nucleophile will attach to the carbon containing lesser number of hydrogen atoms. That means this carbon, it will, chlorine will attach this carbon. Look at, out of these product, which one is having carbon? This one. This Cl is attached to carbon containing lesser number. Here Cl attached to carbon containing more number. So this one is a major product. This is major product and this one is minor product. This one is minor product. So this is what Markovnikov's rule and from addition of hydrogen. So what is name of this one? Look at here. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon. First position chlorine. So 1 chloropropane is the name of this one. And what about this? Look at here. 1, 2, 3. So second position chlorine is there. So name of this one is 2 chloropropane. I hope you understood. So this is regarding second method from hydrocarbons. In that using alkene, first one is addition of hydrogen halide. Using alkene, again another method is there. That is, I will rub this side. Using alkene, second method is addition of halogen. Addition of halogen. We are using here halo acids. In this we are adding halogen. Halogen to what? Halogen to alkene. Take any alkene. I will take this one. What is name of this one? Carbon-carbon double bond is there. Alkene is there. So 2 carbon atoms, eth. So name of this one is eth. Double bond means CNE, ethene. So what we are adding here? Halogen. What we are adding? Halogen. Halogen means any halogen. X2 you add. I will take in general example only Cl2. So when we add Cl2 in presence of carbon tetrachloride, solvent is carbon tetrachloride. In Darjan's method, solvent is pyridine. Remember that one. So this one is alkene. When alkene is treated with halogen in presence of carbon tetrachloride, look at here. This is observed. Carefully see here. Double bond is broken and one Cl is added to this carbon. Another Cl is added to this carbon. Double bond is broken. This one Cl, this one Cl, this one. So that means this is dihaloalkenes. Look at 2 molecules of Cl. So this is ethane. So 1, 2, 1, 2 dichloroethane because single bond is there. Look at here. So 1, 2 dichloroethane is a product. So carbon tetrachloride as a solvent, Cl2 and ethane as a reagents. I hope you understood. This is second method using alkene. Using hydrocarbons, in that using alkene, in that addition of hydrogen halide. Halogen. I hope you understood. Now we have to go the third method. Halogen exchange. Carefully look at the name. Halogen exchange. That means we have to take alkyl halide only, but we have to add some reagent so that the exchange of the halogen takes place and different haloalkanes are formed. Look at here. In that halogen exchange, first one is Finkelstein reaction. What is that? Finkelstein reaction. What Finkelstein said is they have taken a alkyl haloalkanes only. So I will take a methyl halide, whatever methyl halide may be. So they have used sodium iodide. What they have used? Sodium iodide in acetone as a solvent. What they got here? Look at here. This X is exchanged with this sodium. I is added here. X is added here. So what we are getting? CH3I and NaX. Look at here. This is methyl halide. This is sodium iodide in presence of acetone. This I is given to this methyl group. This X is given to this sodium. That's it. So here halogen is exchanging, right? Therefore the name halogen exchange. So sodium iodide and acetone is there. Then that is called a Finkelstein reaction. Which reaction? Finkelstein reaction. Very important is there. So here X may be chlorine or bromine. I hope you understood. This one is halogen exchange method in that Finkelstein. In a halogen exchange, second method is Swartz method. So what these names are? Finkelstein is the name of the scientist here. Swartz is also name of the scientist. Look at here. In Swartz, same thing is there. Methyl halide. But reagents are different. Here we are using sodium iodide. In Swartz reaction, he used any metallic fluoride. So mainly they have used silver fluoride. Which reagent? silver fluoride. What again? F is given to this, X is given to this. Look at here. CH3F and AgX. So carefully see here what is there. In halogen exchange method, first one is Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction, the reagents are sodium iodide in diacetone. Whatever haloalkane is there, no, that haloalkane will exchange its halogen with sodium. Look at here. Sodium iodide is there. Iodine is given to the methyl group. X is given to the sodium. So halogen is exchanged. Therefore, halogen exchange method. Here X may be Cl or bromine, chlorine or bromine. In Schwarz reaction, any metallic fluoride, not only silver fluoride, any metallic fluoride you take, react with halogen, reacts with alkyl halides or haloalkanes. Again, halogen exchange takes place. Look at here. X is given to silver, that is what Az, and fluorine is given to methyl group. So again, halogen is exchanged. Therefore, the name halogen exchange method. And in Schwarz reaction, Schwarz used silver fluoride as a reagent. So in Schwarz, silver fluoride, in Finkelstein, sodium iodide. So carefully remember this one. So here X may be, so except fluorine, whatever you take, chlorine or bromine. Okay, except chlorine, bromine, whatever you use. Here also chlorine, bromine, because here iodine is there, you are not supposed to use iodine here. So except iodine, we can use chlorine, fluorine. Here fluorine is there, except fluorine, you use chlorine and bromine. That's it. Iodine also we can use in this Schwarz method. I hope you understood. So these are some methods to prepare haloalkanes. So first method we have studied, just we will recall what we have studied now. First we have studied the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. First method is from alcohols. In alcohols, again first one is using halogen acid, using phosphorus halide, using thionyl chloride. Right? After that, second method from hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbons we have studied using alkane and using alkene. Again in using alkene, addition of hydrogen halide, addition of halogen. So again that third method is from halogen exchange. In halogen exchange, alkyl halide itself is taken and just we have to exchange this halogen with this iodine. So and this halogen with this fluorine. What is the name of this one? This is haloalkane. What is the name of this one? Iodomethane. What is this one? Iodomethane or methyl iodide, whatever you call. Methyl iodide. This one is alkyl halide. So this one is silver fluoride. Ag means argentate. That is silver fluoride. Silver fluoride. I hope you understood. So these are some methods to prepare the haloalkanes. Some methods to prepare the haloalkanes. Now we will study some physical properties of haloalkanes. So we will study that one. I hope you understood this entire thing. If you have any doubts and any queries regarding this, please comment below, or else you just go through the video once. You will definitely come to know what is the concept and all. Okay. Now we are going to study the physical properties. Physical properties of haloalkanes. In physical properties of haloalkanes, you know already what are the physical properties. You know already, by boiling point, melting point, color, state, nature, either solid, liquid, gas. These all comes under physical properties. First, in haloalkanes are usually almost haloalkanes are colorless. They are not having the color. But some haloalkanes containing iodine and chlorine, when they are exposed to light, they will yield color. But almost all the haloalkanes are colorless. Second property is lower members like methyl chloride, methyl bromide, okay, ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl. These lower members, whatever they are there, no, methyl chloride, methyl bromide, ethyl chloride, they are all gaseous in state. They are gaseous in state. Gaseous. But higher members are solids or liquid. Solids or liquids. Okay, so these are two properties. Third property is regarding boiling point. Regarding boiling point. So haloalkanes usually have the higher boiling point. Haloalkanes usually have the higher boiling point than the corresponding alkane. This is due to the weak van der Waals force between halogen and carbon atom. So usually in haloalkanes, if the halogen atom, size of the halogen atom is increases, if size of the halogen atom increases, definitely the size of the halogen atom is decreases, definitely boiling point decreases. Look at here, this one is Ri has greater, Rbr greater than, RCl greater than Rf. Look at here, this is alkyl, R group is same. What we are taken here? This is iodine, bromine, chlorine, fluorine. So if you look at the periodic table, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, that means top to bottom size goes on increases. So iodine has a larger size than the first members, right? So iodine has a larger size. If larger the size, boiling point is more. If size goes on decreases, look at here, iodine to fluorine, size decreases, right? Size decreases. If size decreases, so weak van der Waals force, whatever is there now, the force, weak van der Waals force between the halogen and alkyl group also decreases. As a result, boiling point goes on decreases. Similarly, if branching increases, what? Branching increases, boiling point decreases. So carefully see here, I will give an example. This is your CH3, CH2, CH2Br, okay, CH3, CH3 here Br, and last member is this one. Carefully see here, both all are having the same molecular formula, but they have branching. Look at here, straight chain is there, here secondary, this is tertiary, right? Because bromine attached to this carbon having only one substituent group, bromine attached to this carbon having two substituent group, bromine attached to this carbon having three substituent group. This is primary, secondary, tertiary. So as branching goes on increases, boiling point goes on decreases. This is having more boiling point than this one. This is again because of weak van der Waals force between the halogen and carbon goes on decreases if branching increases. Look at here. Here one branching is there. Here two branching are there. So therefore branching increases, boiling point decreases. And if size decreases, boiling point again decreases. So this is regarding the physical properties of haloalkanes. I hope you understood, guys. So this is regarding this session. In next coming session, we are going to discuss some chemical properties, some chemical reactions of haloalkanes. I hope you understood. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe.